Get up the bass, double timing it. Yo, up in your face, really finding it.
We're back again. Alright, man. We got about 11 minutes. Let's get into it.
What are we talking about?
We're talking about the perceptions of African Americans in today's society. How everybody can like the style and listen to the music, but as soon as it's an interracial relationship or somebody's doing something other than rapping and playing basketball, it's a shock or a problem. So I just don't understand myself.
You know, a lot of people, a lot of whites, think.
Not just white people.
Well,
a lot of
other people think.
uppity ass Asians as well. Not all of them. Some of them.
All they want to do is see a nigga shooting.
Thinking that
or run the track meet. That's all they want. And
I had a friend whose grandma thought that black people had tails attached to them. What? And that we were demons. She was Filipino. Last time I checked, they treated you guys like the worst of the freaking group. Because Filipinos are what? Darker typically than the Hmong's.
Well, I would say so also. But,
Laotians.
It's not a big deal.
That's not a big deal because I don't have because I don't have a tail. So yeah, it's not a big deal. But still, Grandma, it's stuff like that. Like America is open for everybody.
Yeah.
But if you come over here with your BS ass beliefs, you better stay the hell back in Manchuria or wherever the hell you came from. And the same with motherfucking African people. Don't be going around throwing darts at people and stuff like that. That doesn't happen.
Throwing darts?
So spears and darts, chasing cheetahs. I don't know.
Wait, hold on a second, man. That's a little bit backwards right there.
Oh, it's not backwards.
That's thinking that Africans actually still chuck spears and shit and like do darts.
I'm pretty sure there's a culture somewhere in Nigeria where they still throw spears.
Yeah,
and as far as chucking darts, I have a dart set that I got from overseas at home myself. So yeah, I still blow the damn thing. And I like to. I'm also being satirical, so please, relax. Every common sense man knows that black people do not throw spears at live animals, at least not in America, because PETA would be all over them.
Well, let me conclude my story.
Animals, wow.
My story was that Demetrius was misguided in his thinking. Demetrius, as earnest and as innocent as his response was, the teacher asked...
What was his response?
The teacher asked, what's a word and what's a verb ending in ing? And that could be running, playing. Little Demetrius goes and says gangbanging. And
I guess that's not. How old is he?
We were in middle school.
Maybe he didn't know.
Maybe he didn't know, but he had the idea, right?
Yeah.
But
what did the teacher say?
Everybody just laughed at him, and the teacher was like, "No."
Well, the teacher's incorrect. That's actually right.
Technically he's right, but at the same time, is that a word even? No, it's not a word. Gangbang is not a word. You can't say it in a...
Wait, they have those dictionaries.
Academic. Those are those urban dictionaries, but come on, do they? And that's also another thing that is flawed in the system too, is because when the kid takes SATs, that's always assuming that they've already kind of had these words in a well-rounded, in a more natural way at home in their parents, but in actuality, it's really not the case at all.
Well, it's already been proven that the SATs were not geared toward minorities in the first place.
Well, exactly. That's kind of one of the rationales. That's one of the reasons. So, when little Demetrius goes and writes a paper and says gangbanging, he's going to be ostracized and also looked down upon for the rest of his life. Probably not ever able to go to the school. So his brother gangbanged, his sister did it too. That's kind of what we're going against here. And so, long story short, little Demetrius, he didn't turn out to be a good product later on. He ended up getting in trouble, kicked out of High Tech High, probably ended up one of those Helix or Southeast schools, and he's probably, I don't know, I really haven't heard from him in a while. So
what's wrong with Helix? Well, didn't Helix produce some type of athlete?
Yeah,
pretty sure they did.
We're trying to kind of steer away from athletes and go to kids that actually don't necessarily have to shoot a jump shot or run a track meet to get a
athleticism. I just don't think it should be your main thing.
Exactly, but if that's all you're promoting in the African American world, then essentially you're just causing another form of slavery.
Slavery to athleticism.
Exactly.
Still though, as we had this conversation several years ago, I don't think going to Southeast High School is going to determine what college you go to. Some people can't go to Mirror Mesa or wherever the hell Scripps Ranch.
No one's saying Scripps Ranch. No one's saying Scripps Ranch and Mirror Mesa are the pinnacle of education.
Mirror Mesa certainly is not.
All they're saying is that you have a higher chance of succeeding later on in life, more because the students around you probably care about school more than a lot of the kids in Southeast, which is more than likely, to my experience, true. So,
But what about the people that use their experience in Southeast as motivation to get them the hell out of there? Making them care about school more than the average person, and that person that is living in privilege, who might be taking it for granted.
I'm not saying that can't happen,
But we all know that exceptions merely test the theory, not prove it wrong. Yeah, I know. You know, versus the Demetrius story, I have a, what'd you do, fart? Oh, dude. I got a friend that grew up sort of in that situation as Demetrius. His name is Adam. We're just gonna say Adam, we won't put his name out there. I mean, he has some issues, but other than that, graduated high school with above 3.5 GPA, single parent household, actually was kicked out of the house at 16, still pulled his stuff together, still graduated above, played football, now he's doing decent. Now, he might need some relationship tips from Dr. Drew and maybe Jerry Springer, but scholastically speaking, he did okay.
Yeah,
he did okay.
See, much like what your teacher was saying, school doesn't, the system...
Doctor, he gets irritated when people promote him. Sorry.
Doctor,
he might
whatever.
watch it. There's no whatever.
I mean, it really doesn't... I mean,
He earned that PhD.
all I'm saying is that the point is that his first name is irrelevant or his title's irrelevant, to be honest.
His title's irrelevant today in America.
I didn't say that.
A pimp named Slickback doesn't agree with
I
that.
didn't say that at all.
Okay, what did you say?
Put that in my mouth.
What did you say? I didn't put nothing wrong.
Regardless of what he said, it's not really his title, it's what he says that matters, really. And what he said was true. Was that, you know, a lot of kids kind of go in the system and they basically, you know, kind of game the system. And, you know, also what they do is they go about rewarding the teachers or the salary members not by the amount of success. I mean, Adam, if you're calling Adam a success, I would say that's not true, because Adam could have easily went to college.
But he chose not to. It's not the teacher's fault.
Whoa.
Now, you just said...
Why did you choose not to?
You just said teachers get paid for going...
Why did you choose not to?
I'm not Adam. You should ask him that.
Well,
but before you slam him, let me say that you said that teachers get paid by how many butts are in the seats, not by the success of the school.
I know.
Adam graduated with a 3.5, which means A, he had to be in school. B, he had to do good, because 3.5 is above average. C, he had to work for it. It just wasn't given to
It's
him.
irrelevant. All I'm saying is that after school.
So you want to grade the teacher based on what the guy does after school.
All I'm saying is that if the school was able, okay, so I was at a school called Royce. They're a well-known school at UC San Diego. They take kids from the inner city. They basically provide all the resources imaginable.
Adam wasn't ready for
It doesn't matter. All I'm saying is that the schools can basically help the kids.
Then don't blame Adam, blame
I'm
the
not
school.
blaming Adam, though. All I'm saying, I am blaming the school. I'm not blaming Adam.
So how is he not a success is what my question is. Because he's not on welfare, he's not on Section 8, he has a job, he has a car, and he lives by himself. He's not on drugs. He doesn't have a record. So it seems to me like he's doing okay.
No, I'm not saying he's not doing okay.
No, I'm saying how is he not... This is good for my show. I'm saying how he is not... Tell me why he's, in your opinion, not a success story. I'm sure he'd like to hear it too.
All I'm saying is that...
And are you in a success story? Or are you working on it?
I'm I'm working on it.
I think all three of us are.
I'd say I'm working on it, but
How is he a failure?
all I have to say is he's not a failure at all. Like,
What's the opposite of success? Because if he ain't a success, what is he?
he's not a complete success, but he's not a complete failure though.
So-
I even think he knows he can do better. I think I'm
Jesus.
smarter to do. You know, he's able to do a lot more, but it's just, you know, just a lot of circumstances came, and I understand it. He's told me a lot about it, but regardless, all I know is that if the school maybe would have provided him a way to maybe get some type of guidance, which a lot of California schools don't really do. You know, just counseling him. You know, all you have to do is take a couple classes here, or to make up this, or maybe even put in the application to go to school. He probably would have gotten in, and his life would probably be a lot more different.
What about the factors of him going out homeless?
That's what I'm trying to say.
living?
Like, I understand, but what I'm saying is that maybe the school, he definitely would have probably been eligible for more scholarships, and even, you know, see, that's the thing. Like, his scholarships would have been way more. You know,
They would have been way more, but I don't think you would understand because you never grew up
But how would you
even
know?
close to that
The
situation.
thing is, how would you know if he didn't even try? Like,
How do you know if he tried?
I don't know if he tried.
So
All
it's
I
hard
know-
it's hard to make this clarification if both of us don't know if he tried or not.
All I know is that Adam, if maybe he would have gotten a little bit more guidance and maybe like a little bit more like.
And this is not just Adam I'm speaking about. Everybody in this situation, not just one guy.
Right?
What? What are you talking about?
That's gonna pull over. That's gonna just pull over this one. Fucking crazy motherfucker. Shoot your bitch ass.
Nice.
All I'm saying is that.
Nice, man. What were you saying?
Well, I'm just being crazy for no reason. But basically, what I'm saying is that all I'm saying is that Adam, he basically could have gotten the, you know, more guidance. And I think if he would have gotten those guidances, if he would have gotten like maybe a little bit more counseling for people.
Is guidance is a word? I'm sorry. It's bad people. I just,
Maybe it is a word.
are you
Maybe-
camera on
maybe
now? Or
it's
you
not.
just making up
Maybe it is. a
Putin or
word.
Putin?
If it is a word, then
Boopity
you're kind of
Putin.
stupid.
I'm pretty sure guidance isn't a word.
Well, maybe it is.
Oh,
Look it
okay.
up.
Okay.
Look it up.
And maybe there's life on Jupiter.
You don't know that. No,
Do you
that's
know that?
far-fetched. No, that's
No, I'm just saying, maybe there's life on
that's
Jupiter.
That's an outlandish theory right there.
I said maybe there's life on Jupiter.